It was an evening of firsts and new vistas as the CPO opened its Masterworks Series last Friday night. Earlier, as a type of pre-season game, the orchestra had offered a program sold out in conjunction with the Calgary International Film Festival with a showing of La La Land, the orchestra providing the musical score. And there was also a taste of the CPO with Carl Herzer, the orchestra's resident conductor. But Friday's concert was the official start, the new conductor Rune Bergman now properly installed in his job. The music itself was a pair of firsts: the Piano Concerto No. 1 by Johannes Brahms and the Symphony No. 1 by Gustav Mahler, youthful works for a youthful conductor and pianist. But there was a new venture by the orchestra as well: the live streaming of Saturday's concert as a video broadcast. This is an impressive venture, these new paths giving the impression of an orchestra willing to change, to try new ideas, and determined to keep the orchestra firmly before the minds and imaginations of its Calgary patrons. While pianist Jan Lisiecki is not new to Calgary concert-goers, this was his most important appearance to date. The Concerto No. 1 is undoubtedly Brahms' toughest nut to crack. It is very long, difficult, and places multiple demands on a pianist. This was also the first time Calgarians have had a chance to hear Lisiecki perform Brahms, a composer substantially different in character from the lyrical worlds of Chopin and Schumann, in which he has so far mostly made his mark. Tall, slim, and with a mop of Paderewski hair, Lisiecki was clearly determined to show he is not limited to limp-wristed music. In this performance, Lisiecki demonstrated his ability to move out of his comfort zone and to engage the gritty demands of the work, its need for strength, tonal projection, powerful double, even triple trills, and broad climaxes. Here, Lisiecki showed his command over a full range of pianistic skills, throwing his physical strength into the playing, yet never losing the sense of the lyrical. And while there may well be more nuance to his playing of the concerto in years to come, this was a more than worthy account of this great work, a performance that captured the hearts and imagination of the audience. Lisiecki's strong, lyrical bent emerged in the poetic treatment of the beautiful slow movement, and the contrasted finale was endlessly witty and full of bucolic bounce. But, perhaps, the most impressive playing came in the hardest music, the endlessly varied, complicated textures of the opening movement, a true test of any pianist. Lisiecki's generous-sized hands helped him here, the big chords and spread writing clearly mastered by his youthful strength. Bergman led the orchestra in a well-considered account of the accompaniment, notable for the restraint in passages where the orchestra might easily overwhelm the pianist. The beauty and lyricism of the orchestral writing was sensitively treated, and the complex fugal passage in the finale came off without a hitch. Mahler's attractive Symphony No. 1 occupied the entire second half. Equally sprawling as the Brahms concerto, this symphony has many challenges for a conductor, as it needs to evoke magical atmospheric moments, as well as producing shattering climaxes. Conducting from memory, Bergman offered a fully engaged, gripping account of the work, perhaps stronger towards the end than at the beginning. The comically elegiac slow movement, based on a minor key of Frere Jacques, was particularly fine, with the finale, if anything, even better. Here the melodramatic moments of beauty crystallized, and the breakthrough climaxes were handled securely, and with excellent pacing. The opening of the first movement, while well played, didn't quite find the sense of springtime magic it might have. But altogether, this was a young symphony performed by a young conductor. There was much achievement, much talent, and even more promise.